Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Ideal Hedge, your quick insight into smarter property ownership and better returns. My name is Sheyi from RPM Ideal here in Dallas, Texas. Today we'll be talking about protecting your rental investment and avoiding liability. That's a big topic. Strong property management or strong property performance isn't just about collecting rent, it's about protecting the asset, limiting exposure, and avoiding preventable risk. Of course, that happens between shared responsibility between yourself and your property management company if you have one. So what should you review and handle directly as an owner? Number one, insurance and ownership structure. Ensure that your property is insured correctly as a rental property, not as a house that you're living in. It's really important. Two, review that your property is held in your personal name or in an entity such as an LLC. Owning a property in an entity can help separate personal and property related risk. So this is something you should review periodically with your CPA or your attorney. It's really critical. You need to approve on time all safety related repairs to avoid litigation and liabilities. Delayed approvals increase your exposure. Once you decide quickly on safety issues, it protects both the tenant, the property, and the owner. Prevention is almost always cheaper than litigation. You need to stay engaged with reports and recommendations. Reviewing the inspection report, inspection summary, maintenance note is really critical. Ask questions when something is not clear. Ask them like, what's this? I need to understand more. If you are informed as an owner, you're reducing your long-term liability and risk. So stay informed as an owner. What your property management company needs to handle for you, and we do that in RPM Ideal, but if you're managing your property yourself, you need to do it also. Safety monitoring and habitability oversight. You need to inspect the property routinely, identify hazard early, and make sure you fix them. Monitor items like smoke detectors, handrail, locks, and walkway that can create a big risk. Flag concerns before they escalate and fix them when you see them. The other thing is maintenance, response, and documentation. Once there's a request, you need to acknowledge the same day in terms of all the maintenance requests you receive. You need to have a clear timeline to address the issues and track the work order. The proper documentation protects both the owners and the property, and this is really critical. Next one is to be compliant in your leasing process and consistency. Okay, you need to be consistent. You need to have clear leases. You need to make sure that your policies are consistently enforced. You want to avoid issues with the government. Proper documentation reduces misunderstanding and liability. Fair housing issues are a big deal that you need to avoid. The last one is tenant screening and placement. Fair, consistent screening standard is critical. Complete record from application to move-in, you need to document that and keep that. And the right tenant lowers behavioral liability and risk. Making sure you are consistent ensures that you are protected. Most liabilities issues don't come from one big major mistake. They come from small gaps, unclear ownership, unclear structure, delayed decision, missing documentation. When you review those things, your insurance, your entity structure, your approval, and your management stays on top and they're proactive and consistent, then your risk is reduced and you have peace of mind. So protecting your investment is a team effort. We do our part, you do your part, and when it's done right, it protects your return for the long term. I am Sheyi with RPM Ideal here in Dallas, and we say invest smart, manage better, and live ideal. Bye.